The year was 1975. It was shortly after the Vietnam War, where all the Americans were pulled out from Vietnam and Laos. And this is my journey trying to get to Thailand. We woke up really early in the morning. It was probably 3 o'clock or so in the morning. I was around maybe 7 or 8 years old. And again, this is in the jungle where we're not exposed to civilization, so there's very little that we are known to what it's like outside of our village. So one morning we woke up really early and we were traveling on foot. There was a whole lot of people. There was a bunch of us among relatives, members, and we were walking on this path. And my older sister and my aunts were holding my hand. We were walking, but at some point I must have fallen asleep and let go of her hand, or maybe she let go of my hand, who knows. But I was stranded, I was lost on this path. And the only thing I could remember was that I recall my mom had one of the straw hat on, so as I was walking the path of the road along with a whole bunch of strangers, I was just going to wait for my mom to keep my eyes open to see for someone who has a straw hat on. In the meantime, all these people walk by and, they see me, but nobody knows me, so no one's going to stop and ask who you are. And so I waited and waited and waited, and pretty soon a lot of people have gone by. And it's starting to be morning now. It's probably maybe 6 or 7 now. There's some time when I'm standing there by myself and I don't see anybody come by. And then I will see maybe 1 or 2 people come by. There was a time when there was a gentleman and an elder lady walked by, and they asked me who I was. And I told them my name. They asked me what my last name was, and I told them what my last name were. But you have to think back in the country. My father works for, he was a nurse recruit by the American CIA. So we didn't stay in a village very long. We moved village to village pretty often, so we never really meet any of our families, our relatives. So no one really knew exactly how my father's children looks like. They knew their name, but that's about it. At that time, he asked me who my father's name was, and I just told him I did not know what my father's name was. And you have to look back that I don't see my father that often because he was always gone. So they thought at that time, okay, well, she could be, so-and-so's daughter, so we're just gonna, walk along with her and take her with us. So, they chatted with me and they take me along with them. I wasn't even afraid that I was lost. I just keep walking with them. In the meantime, I was still waiting for my mother to walk by. Eventually, obviously, my parents have gone way beyond. There is a waiting period where we have to, all the family members will wait at this particular areas for everyone to catch up to make sure everyone's there. And at that time, that's when they realized that I was missing. So my uncle was sent forward in case I went ahead with the rest of the crowd. And then my dad was sent back in case I was left behind. So when he came back and found us, that's when I started to cry. It turned out the people that found me and was talking with me turned out to be one of my uncle and his mother. So to this day, I still hear at any gathering, I still hear and they talk about this story, how I was lost and found, and how I don't even know what my father's name. That was kind of like the joke. And so here we are, and then we made it to Thailand.